You understand me? The slave master had what they call them, breeding farms, basically. They would just sleep with our black women when they wanted to, but they had a bunch of what they call bucks that would go out there and, you know, do all the work to have kids. So even then, and like I said, if the slave master and the woman had a daughter, that daughter would still be put out there to be with the buck. So their kid, as a result, would end up being more light-skinned than everybody else. That's how you get so-called house Negroes, right? But are house Negroes not slaves anymore just because they light-skinned?
One over there.
Huh? Are they not Israelites no more just because they light-skinned? You feel what I'm saying? So you can't look at the skin color, and we're going to prove that. Go ahead and finish that out. Hosea chapter 7.
And have forsaken him, and have turned away their faces from the habitation of the Lord, and turned their backs.
Right, so we turned our backs on the Most High. You're basically turning your back when you go get with somebody from another nation. But you're also turning your back when you don't accept your people from your nation just because of the way they look now. You understand what I'm saying? So go ahead, Hosea chapter 7, verse 8.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7, and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Ephraim, he has mixed himself among the people.
So Ephraim, right? The brother asked earlier, what do we call the northern kingdom? Who's the head tribe of the northern kingdom? Ephraim, right? So Ephraim being the head tribe of the northern kingdom, when it says Ephraim has mixed himself among the people, it's talking about the whole northern kingdom. That's why all these so-called Latinos and Native Americans, the majority of us are light-skinned now, right? It's because we have mixed ourselves amongst the people. Go ahead. This is in the Bible.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
They're a cake not turned, right? When you go bake a cake in the oven, right? You got the part that's on the bottom, and you got the part that's at the top. One of them parts is always going to be more light than the other one. You understand? The part that's at the bottom of the pan is usually dark. So it's a cake not turned. If you got a piece of steak or something that you put in the oven to bake it, you got to make sure you flip it on both sides to get that even simmer, right? You can't do that with a cake. So a cake is always going to be, one side's going to be dark, one side's going to be light skinned.
Bring it out.
And that's the same thing it is with Ephraim, the so-called northern kingdom. We got, let's use Cuba, for instance, right? Cuba is a place where you can see really dark-skinned Cubans, and you can see really light-skinned Cubans. Same thing with Puerto Rico, right? You can see really light-skinned Puerto Ricans and really dark-skinned Puerto Ricans. So, tribe of Asher is the same thing. You got really light-skinned Incas and really dark-skinned Incas. You feel me? So, it's all the same type of thing. Ephraim's a cake not turned. Just because we're not all dark-skinned anymore doesn't mean we're not our people, though. Because the Bible is telling us that we're going to look different. You understand? Yeah, you can get it. Yes.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, and verse 9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
So our heritage is unto us like a speckled bird, man. That's the precept. That's what the lesson's about. So because Ephraim has mixed himself among the people, right? We're now a speckled bird. What does a speckled bird look like, anybody? Can anybody tell me?
It's like it has multiple colors.
It has multiple colors, right? So Israel isn't just brown anymore, right? Jeremiah 14:2 says the Jews are black unto the ground, right? But who do we call the Jews? The southern kingdom. So if you want to be spiritual, you could look at that as just being the southern kingdom. And what does the majority of the southern kingdom look like? They're still black unto the ground, right? But the rest of the tribes, Ephraim, have been mixed amongst the people.
That's right, brother.
So now we're a speckled bird, because the Jews are not just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The Israelites aren't just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. It's all 12 tribes. You understand what I'm saying? So Daniel chapter 9, verse 8.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 8. Oh Lord, to us belong confusion of face.
So now, because we're a speckled bird, right? Because Ephraim and the Latinos and Native Americans have been mixed amongst the people, and even the southern kingdom, because a lot of y'all are mixed amongst the people now too since slavery, right? We're now what?
Belong to confusion of face.
So now amongst us belong confusion of faces, right? Before you came into the truth, a lot of y'all wouldn't have looked at this brother and his family as your brother and sister, right? But we got a brother named Naquam. His wife is from the same nation they're from. You feel? So, like I said, on my dad's side of the family, all my grandparents look like him. You understand? So, who? Yeah, that's a man.
Yeah, that's a dude.
It might be a dude.
Ain't no Mike. That's a
So, yeah. So now Israel's a speckled bird, and amongst us, what belongs to us now is confusion of faces. This is also because we're scattered among the four corners of the earth now, right? So you can see a person from Japan, if he's from the tribe of Anu, right? Because that's what one of the Israelite tribes is over there in Japan. The Anu people, they're Israelites. You understand me? But majority of them don't look like us no more because they've been mixing with the Japanese people. That doesn't make them not Israelites no more if through the seed of their father they've been mixing with women. You feel? But they're not gonna look like us, so they have confusion in faces. A lot of our people that's still in Africa look straight like Ham. They come over here and be like, nah, you a Hamite. Some camps is kicking people out of the circle because they tell them they're from Africa. But them people might be Israelites.
That's right, brother.
You can't kick them out, right? We got folks that's from England right now that's been mixing with white women. So they look white now, but there's confusion in faces. We got people like that. You understand me? So go ahead, continue on that.
To our kings, to our prince, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee.
Because we have sinned against the Most High. Once again, it's a sin that we were getting with these other nations. But you can repent for it, right? You can find out that you were Israelite and your forefathers was mixing with white women the whole time. Now you look white or whatever, you feel? And you can start getting with the people that you're supposed to be getting with to show repentance for your people. You feel me? And start raising up your children to know that they're Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
You understand me? Not that they're African American or black or mixed. You understand me? Because ain't no such thing as a mixed person.
Right.
You go by the house of your father.
That's
your
right.
mother's seed don't matter. You understand me?
Teach, Doc.
One of y'all got what I asked for?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit.
So now we can no longer go by the way people look, right? You have to try the Spirit by the Spirit. You can't just look at a white man and say, oh, he might not be Israel, right? Yahushua said we can't call any man unclean. Now that we've been going through these curses, you understand what I'm saying? So it may be hard for us to not look at a white man or whatever and say, yo, you're not an Israelite, but if they stand in the back and they listening to the word, they interrupt us and nothing like that, their spirit might be saying they're Israel. You feel what I'm saying? If it's a person that look like a Hamite and he's sitting in the back just listening to what we saying, trying to really catch it and learn the word, he might be an Israelite, right? Same thing with an Asian or even an Elamite, a Persian. It could be one of them. You know what I'm saying? The East Indian that's out there. That was scattered from that land because they had us in slavery too. So we still got people in that land.
So we have to let everybody in?
What's up?
We gotta let everybody in?
Shalom.
No, we gotta let everybody in?
No, we ain't gotta let everybody in.
No, everybody could be saved.
No.
Yeah, that's what you saying,
You gotta try the Spirit by the Spirit because we all know, as we seen earlier, even people that look like us ain't gonna want the word if their spirit don't bear witness, right? We got a brother that's still been screaming at us for an hour. He's still screaming, yo.
Still screaming.
Just because he's seen a white man kiss our feet. You understand? So at this point, I'm thinking he might be an Edomite.
He might be a heathen.
You understand? He could be a confusion of face. Because it goes both ways. Some people you think look real chocolate and they not your people. Everybody's skin to you ain't kin to you.
Right.
You feel?
Sister.
So bring it on home. What you mean? What do you mean?
What do I mean?
Yeah.
I mean that you have to try the Spirit by the Spirit, man. You can't call any man unclean. You can't just look at somebody and say, you're not Israel. We don't mess with you. You have to actually look at what they're doing. You have to see how they living. If they come out here and they want to hear this word, yeah, a lot of the white people come out here just to hear what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you'll realize, as soon as we say something about the white man, or as soon as we say something about slavery, and our people going through it, they turn around and haul behind, yo. Because they don't want to hear that. You understand me? But it's some white people, or some people that look white, rather, that'll sit in the back and they'll be shaking their head like, yeah.
A lot of times.
You understand? It could be their spirit bearing witness. They could be Israel. You just don't know it because of the way they look. Now they're a confusion of face. It's the same thing with our Latino and Native American brothers and sisters. I ain't never gonna call one of them unclean until they show it to me. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of our people now don't want to do that just because they'll say, before they came into the truth, oh, Latinos and natives, they racist against us, blah, 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 blah. Well, y'all was the same thing before you came into the truth. You didn't like them either. You understand me? So now you got to switch up how you thinking. Now you have to look at them as your brothers. Give me 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8.
Bring it out. Y'all can listen. Y'all can listen.
Leviticus chapter. Finish that. Go ahead, continue on that. Slacky, I need to finish Romans 8:16.
Oh, that's a bad.
Yeah.
I'll read it from the beginning.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh.
Right, man. So it's our spirit that bear witness that we are the children of the Most High, man. You understand me? So you have to try the Spirit by the Spirit. If you don't, then you're not doing yourself justice or your brother's justice. You just hating on your own people.
That's right.
That's not loving your brother as yourself. You understand me? Because you're not even trying to see who your brother really is. You just content with somebody that look like you. You know what I'm saying? Just because they all friendly and stuff like that. But as soon as you tell some of the people you Israelites, they don't want to be cool with you no more.
Right.
You feel me? A lot of them still got that spirit of the white man on them. So at that point, even if you look like, I know you Israel. If you're not acting like an Israelite, you ain't my brother no more. You feel? Because everybody's kin to you ain't kin to you. If you don't want to conform to the ways that I'm living now, then I don't got no reason to be around you no more.
Let him be as a heathen.
Right. And a tax collector. That's a white man. You understand? What I just asked for? 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 8.
Peter, chapter 3, verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love as brethren.
Love as what?
Brethren.
Yeah, so you're supposed to be compassionate, man. Love as brethren. Once you come into this truth, and you find out that there's such thing as Daniel 9 and 8, you find out that there's a Hosea 7 and 8. Brothers got confusion in their faces, and Ephraim mixed himself among the people. You can't just look at every light-skinned people and say, oh, well, they're not our people, bro. You're too light-skinned. Your hair is a little bit too straight for me, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that no more.
Good hair.
Yeah, right. Really, it ain't that good hair, though. You know what I'm saying?
Good hair is that wool.
You feel?
That's right.
So, that's why I got the locks now. My hair really curly. I did this on purpose. But, Leviticus. So that's what we got. No, finish that.
Be pitiful. Be courteous.
Yeah, you got to be courteous to your brothers, man. Be pitiful. Now you look at them like, oh, okay, I know your problem now. Now that you know about Daniel chapter 9 verse 8, I know why you look like that. You understand me? I'm not gonna hate you because of what your forefathers did or whatever. But a lot of our people, them black only Israelites, that's what they do. We see it in the comment section. Oh, don't talk to that person. You can't wake them up. They not our people no more. Look how light skinned they are. It ain't about the skin color, bro. If you actually read the Bible, you would have known that. You understand? So, go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
1 John 4 and 20, if you ready. Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Right. So, the Christians like to say you're supposed to love your brother as yourself, right? And that everybody's your brother. Love your neighbor, right? Your neighbor's just whoever's standing next to you at the time. But the book of Leviticus, Moses went and expounded who your neighbor is, who your brother is, right? The same way Tobit did. Tobit said that you're supposed to chiefly take a person of your own forefathers, right? The children of your people. You understand me? So go ahead. Let's see what Moses says if he agrees. That's Jay.
Read it again.
No, keep going.
He did that on purpose. Here you come from, dude. You slick.
And not suffer sin
Bible,
upon
man.
him.
Right?
Read the
Keep going.
scriptures.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Yeah, so your brother, man, your neighbor is the children of your people. You understand me? So you can't bear any grudge against them just because of the way they look now, just because they look different. It don't mean anything, bro. Because Daniel 9 and 8 says amongst us is going to be confusion of faces, right? Yahweh said there's going to be sheep that are not of this fold, right? It means that there's going to be sheep that aren't here with me specifically, and they're probably not going to look like you no more either. But you still got to let them in. They're Gentiles, strangers to the covenant. But they could be grafted in again. You understand what I'm saying? So, my last scripture, give me 1 John chapter 4, verse 20.
Bring it out.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 4, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother,
No follow.
he is a liar.
Right. So if a man say you love God but hate your brother, you BOIs, black only Israelites, right? How you gonna hate your brother, man, when the Bible tell you that they gonna look a certain way now? The whole northern kingdom's been mixed amongst the people. So you can't just say, well, I only accept the black Latinos. Because the Bible says it ain't just gonna be black Latinos no more, dude. We mixed amongst the people now, right? All natives don't look like me no more, right? When you go look at Columbus's letters, it said the natives had locks hair, right? When the last time you seen a Native American with dreadlocks?
Locks.
Locks, you know what I'm saying?
You.
I'm saying the last time before me, bro. You understand what I'm saying? When the last time, yo?
Anybody watching this live, y'all need to be out here with us.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because now they've been mixed amongst the people. They keep their hair long, right? Like we used to, but they're not locking it up no more. You can go back into the pictures though. You can see there were natives that looked the way they look now that had locks in their hair.
Salakia.
What's up?
Elder Karash says we must still teach though that Negroes and natives are the Israelites and Caucasians are Edomites.
That's facts. They are Edomites, right? That's why I said if the Edomites stand in the back and he's just sitting there listening, right? That was a valid point by Elder Karash. You understand me? Because a lot of camps will say, well, because of Daniel 9 and 8, any white man that come through, as long as he want to hear the word, we're going to let him in. He's Israel.
No,
you understand?
no,
there's a specific camp that feels that way. They got the Edomites at Passover wearing fringes and everything.
No.
You understand me? We don't do that.
No.
You got to prove, if you look like an Edomite, you got to prove to us that you Jake before we even let you come close to the camp. You understand me? But that's still a way of trying the spirit by the spirit. If you really Jake, you're going to be cool with that. Because you want to get this word. You want to find out your nationality.
And you'll accept that.
And you'll accept that, right? That's just the way it has to be because of the way you look, right? Because we're going to be cautious of our slave masters.
That's right.
And most likely, if you look like an Edomite, you probably act like one too. You've been passing for a white man. You understand me? Right. Now they pass you.
They just roll by.
They roll by on the scooters. He look like a Jewish person too, the one in the back with the leather jacket on right there.
Yeah. So called.
Yeah. He got that hook nose.
A Khazar.
But was that it on? No, it's not. Go ahead.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen?
Right. So if you know these scriptures and you know that we're gonna have people mixed amongst the people, right? We got Daniel 9 and 8's confusion in their faces. But you don't want to accept your brother after you find out he's an Israelite, after you've seen his spirit bear witness, then you don't really love the Most High. Because the Most High got plenty of precepts in here telling you that that's how it's going to be nowadays. You understand me? It's a good thing to try the spirit by the spirit, take all the precautions you need to make sure he's an Israelite, but once you find out he is one, once he's showing you that he want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, because the Edomite ain't going to want to do that, right? They might want to wear that friend shirt because it look dope to them, but they're not going to be following the law, statutes, and commandments all the time. You understand me? So, you know, we don't do that. So that's what you got to do, man. You got to stay true to yourself, stay true to your people, and love your brother as yourself. The only way to do that, though, is to have compassion on your brothers, man. Have compassion on your sisters. Don't just look down on them because of the way they look now. You understand me? So, with that, I say shalom.
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 Good teaching.
I give it up for Leah.
Good teaching.
Did a wonderful job.